Hey, welcome back to another episode of Wario 4. We're going to get started with Domino Row. The hopes for this episode is to be done with this level and the boss. Maybe even starting the next area, you know, but not really too concerned about that far, but like... what was that about? Did I have to like hit the thing first? Oh, I think I have to hit that first. Okay. But yeah, not really too concerned about whether or not I do get the next area started. Okay, yeah, I gotta get there first. Not too concerned about getting the next area started in this video, but if it is, cool. If not, okay. Were those solid before I hit that button? Is that supposed to be the thing that keeps me like from, you know, distracted or something like that? Ah, darn it. This is gonna be annoying, isn't it? You suck. You better not have cost me that, like, a piece. Alright, well, what would have been over there, I wonder? And... I don't know. If I'm missing a piece, it's probably gonna be that. Alright. Not too shabby. I guess this is the slide spot or something. Aw, man. Just went a little too slow, I guess. I'm gonna have to do this one again because I'm pretty much guaranteed to miss a couple at this point, or at least one. Ouch. So what's over here? Okay. But I mean, that's okay, you know, because even though I've played this game a lot before in my life, like, I don't remember a lot about the game. Wario Swim. Like, I don't remember a lot about the game, to be honest, and I don't remember these levels at all. So, if I have to go through it at least once or twice, like, that's not too terribly a big deal. I don't think, because it's kind of like, you know, I haven't been through this level in a long time. Glad I went back to check that, because I would have been... It just seemed like, you know, there was something there, and it's like, if I don't have to get it until after I hit the button, why risk it, you know? But yeah, I haven't played this game in such a long time that it's kind of like... I think it's fine to, like... not necessarily to consider it like a first-time playthrough or nothing, but, like, to kind of consider it like, you know... You don't know what's coming up. Probably not going to make it. Oh, look at that. I made it. So what's down here then? That's probably the way I would have to go if I failed. Oh, I don't care about this. What's down? Ooh. Okay. Something that probably would have been similar to something you would have had to do in Wario Land 3. Cool. And of course, once again, I make it no secret that that Wario Land 3 is my favorite, and I feel like it has like the best of everything Wario Land related. Ooh, I'm not doing too hot, am I? There we go. All right, hurry up. What? Like, I don't make it a secret that like I think Wario Land 3 is the best, and that where I still think that this is probably my second favorite or maybe third favorite considering Wario Land Shake It. I personally still just, you know, prefer to play Wario Land 3. Although I have been having a lot of fun. Admittedly, I've had a lot of fun replaying this one. There's still a lot of aspects about it that I'm kind of like, yeah, that's kind of really frustrating design, I guess. But I'm appreciative of having the game to play. So, at the very least, you know, I'm glad to have it. I'm not going to ignore things that kind of annoy me, if you know what I mean. Just as like I wouldn't suspect or expect anyone else to ignore. Ooh, is that a heart up there? We got time. We can get it. I think. Can we get it? I guess not. All right, never mind. But like I was saying, I would never. Ooh. No, that was a dick placement. Well, welcome back to the beginning of the episode. But no, yeah, I wouldn't expect anybody to ignore aspects about a game that they didn't like because, like, they liked the series, or even though that they actually really do like the game, they even if they really like the game, like, I don't think that liking a game I don't think that liking a game means that the game is beyond criticizing. You know, if you like the game, you should be able to criticize it as a part of, like, liking the game, you know what I mean? Damn it, Wario. Here we go. Don't quit your day job, guy. Oh, okay, so it was just for one of these. Come here, dude. Get that heart, though. Okay. Pretty easy. I said it was pretty easy. Money, money. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think liking something doesn't mean that you're not allowed to criticize it, and I think anybody who... I don't really think very many people would advocate for that, you know, the idea that liking something means you're not allowed to criticize it, but, like, you know, some people get kind of weird with the way that they act about it. Ah, you jackass. A lot of people act a little weird about it, you know, like, well, if you like something, you have to love every aspect about it, and it's like, no, you don't. I don't know if there's going to be one of those discs there, or not disc, triangular pieces there, or if that's going to be one of those things where it's like, you just have to, like, go there for more money, because, like, it would be kind of weird. I can't remember so far an instance of, like, you know, in this game yet. I don't remember an instance of, like, one room having one of those pieces and then immediately the next room had one. But I could be misremembering. I can't hit those fish at all. This is bullshit. Like, at least in previous Wario lands, I could swim up underneath them and knock them out. Like, what is this? Wario? Alright. Still maintain that I like this one better than part 2. Part 2 is fine. You know, it's fine. That's all I can really say about it. There's nothing really offensive about it, but it's not as good as 3. In my opinion. And I don't know, like, mileage may vary. It's not a bad game in any way, shape, or form, but at the same time, it's kind of like, there's some stuff that, you know, I just think it's one of those things that because part 3 was the first one I played, and I feel like part 3 is just the perfect, like, idea of what Wario Land should be, that I guess I'm just kind of like spoiled with that it's like, you know, if it's so close to being like part 4, or not part 4, like part 3, and yet it's like, it's so close, but it's like just you know, comes up a little short. It comes up just a little short, that it's kind of like, it leaves a lot to be desired, I guess. That, and it kind of does one of those things where it has like multiple endings where none of them are the correct one, but yet all of them are, if that makes any sense. Because it's like, in order to get the best ending, you have to get all of like these pieces of a map. And, you know, that's fine, but it's kind of like, you have like a million different endings until then. Like, it's hard to explain without like actually showing the game, I guess. This is the one I wanted to do, right here. Got it. Alright. But yeah, so it's like, you have to collect all of these like pieces of a map, and it ends with him getting into the biplane and flying off, which is what Wario Land 3 starts with. But like, there's like so many branching paths in that game for a lot of levels that, oh God, that's such a dick design right there. All right, let's check up what's up here before we jump down there in case we can't get back. All right. But it's like one of those things that the way it's designed is just kind of like I was saying, it just gets like, after a while, it's like, there's so many different exits and so many different ways to do things that it's like, you know, it becomes a hunt for like, it does kind of become like a hunt for like, the different exits and stuff in the game, but it's also kind of like a big pain in the ass, you know, sometimes to find certain exits. Alright, that should be everything, right? I'm gonna stop complaining about Wario Land 2 now, because like I'm starting to lose interest in it. I feel like I'm starting to repeat the same stuff over. And usually I use that as like an indicator as to whether or not like I have anything actually to say about it at that point. If I'm repeating the same stuff over, that usually means I've run out of things to say. But yet I kind of want to keep yapping on about it. Alright, Wario, flex for the camera. And that's the fourth piece right there. And I don't remember anything about this boss. Oh yeah, teddy bear with a mouse. I want to say you have to like... It's like a boss in Wario Land 3 where you have to hit an enemy. And then we're going to go get our free smile. Hooray! You know, I think you have to hit something that has to bounce up and hit it. Or am I wrong about that? I remember there's like a mouse on top of the teddy bear and it's kind of like a balloon. Okay. Or do we have to knock it around and then hit the mouse? Ouch. Right. We gotta do that. Okay. And then it's like juggling like with the other one until like it flips around. Okay, okay. Let him hit the ground. Well, don't do that. Okay, well then how did I knock him a second ago? Okay, I'm getting kind of confused. That kills them. Now, okay, now I jump on his head. Okay. I can't jump on his head until he lands. Okay. Now I think we have to do it more than one of these guys, right? Or not. Oh. Well, if I end up having to do this again, like, at least I have like reconnaissance knowledge, you know? Alright, it's kind of cutting it a little close. Losing all the treasure. I'm just... You know what? I usually don't do this, but I'm just going to kill myself. Because this is a pretty easy fight. I think I can do it fast enough to get all the treasure. I usually don't do stuff like that. Well, if I'm playing Donkey Kong and I missed a barrel or something, I'll go back. But, like, that way, if it's faster. But I typically don't intentionally like off myself to get the best score. It just was kind of confusing at first. Like, you couldn't knock this guy over any other way than waiting for him to land. I got 3 hits in. I mean, it's a pretty creative fight, I gotta say. It's a little annoying. I mean, most of these are kind of annoying, but I think I said it in one of the previous ones that, like, if you know what you're doing, you can just juggle them and defeat them pretty easily. Like, if your timing is good, you can get them like 3 times, and that's at least 2 more cycles. Alright. It's got like 7 more hits, I think. Come on, dude. Oh, man, come on. The first one's about to disappear. I think they start disappearing after you get to below the 1 minute mark. And I've got at least to hit him, what, 6 more times? So I gotta hit him 2 more times. Yeah, we're gonna be 1 chest down, but that's not a big deal. Oh, you son of a bitch. I guess we're gonna be 2 chests down. The fact that he still shoots fire out after the fact is so dumb. Might as well just wait it out. Time up. That's okay. I think I can get him on this next one. It's not really hard. It's just... Honestly, if they didn't have the fire drop down, like, I would just wipe the floor with this guy, no problem. Wario's putting in extra sets. He's got to do his super sets. Alright, come on, dude. Really, the thing that's annoying about this fight is just having to wait for these things, because you can't just jump on it and, like... Can't just jump on it. Oh, come on. Come on, Wario, you son of a bitch. You can't just jump on it until it hits the ground, so you have to wait for it to finish parachuting, which is annoying. Starting to get a little impatient now. Alright. If you hit the balloon, it ends up bouncing it all over the place. So I guess the best way to juggle it is to try and hit the mouse and do, you know, try not to hit the balloon at all if you can. Like I said, this having to wait for those guys to drop down is really annoying. I think now he's going to start spitting the fire. Kind of sucks that once we entered that phase, he just automatically went away and inflated it back. That's what, 5 more hits? I'm going to lose at least 1 treasure if I can get it, though. In the next cycle or 2, I'll be happy about it. Okay, if I can get it on this last one, that'll be fine. I don't care if I'm losing 1 or 2 chests. I just want to be done with this guy. Oh, come on, dude. Hurry up. You're wasting my time. And time is money. There we go. Alright, well, we got 1 chest. That's fine. We're done with that guy. That just leaves the ruby passageway. And Wario does his little somersault jump and flexes for the camera. And this is where you do the sound test, by the way. You go in here and you can play. Oh yeah, weird Wario guy pops up there. And then you can just play certain things. I thought it was the music, but for some reason, I guess I was wrong. But yeah, I'm I'm not gonna get all the records or all the CDs for that. So on the next episode, we'll get started with the Curious Factory. I appreciate you watching. If you made it to this point in the video, I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.